back at this basement. I got bench cut back, that's all on grade. Grumpy this morning. But back to digging. Gonna hover probably 3 or 4 inches above grade, and then I'll switch back to the other bucket, get it on grade with that, because it looks nicer. Also just flat bucket it on the grade. It all turns out the same. Dig in layers. You don't want to just try and scoop as much as you can. Comes out a lot cleaner, and you can make a wall a lot easier this way instead of going and then sit in one spot just trying to rotate it. It doesn't work very well. It looks terrible. We haven't hit too many rocks in this dig so far. I've only seen really one that was an issue, and that really wasn't an issue. It's about the size of a beach ball. Probably not even that big. That skid loader does a nice job of loading, but it's still not quite, still doesn't reach quite high enough for it to be really easy with like the bigger skid loaders. For some reason, the geometry on that machine with the lower pins, it makes so the bucket sits lower than the machine instead of in line with the machine, so you're not getting its full potential. It's kind of frustrating, but it does all right. better than loading it with our machine. See, if you take it in layers, it's just a lot more consistent. To stay 4 or 5 inches off the wall until I get it down close to the bottom, then I'll start shaving it back. Just because it's too much to think about and focus on if you're coming in here and trying to focus on that, and it just takes a lot more time that way. So if you stay off of it, it's a lot easier, I think. And I already cut this line yesterday and we filled it back in because I probably shouldn't have done it because we thought we weren't going to be able to reach the other side from here. But we can. So that's already cut on grade, well, within a foot, I'd say. So that'll be really easy to get it back because the wall, we're not going into the wall. If that makes sense at all. I don't know if it does or not. That must be a support in there. A few bricks that jut out right there, so there's probably a wall on the inside, or that's a load point of the house. probably couldn't see that, but I was cleaning out his bucket. This dirt really likes to stick in that bucket that Kubota has. I don't know if this goes for all bigger machines or what, or it's just that bucket. And obviously the bucket's not Kubota, the bucket is a bucket. But anyway, the bucket is really flat on the bottom and really long. It's 38 inches, I think, and our bucket is only 30. And that's another reason why it doesn't load in the truck very well. But dirt really likes to stick in that bucket, we've noticed. But it holds a lot of dirt, which is really nice. Flat bucking is it's hard to do with the tooth bucket, obviously, but it's practicing just really makes you just a way better operator, I think. I'm not even that good. Especially when you're digging footers or like drain lines. You don't have to go back in there with a shovel to even it out. You do this and it just looks a lot better. And like I said, really good practice. Over to my ditching bucket so I can clean up the wall. you have a spot like down here where you're already on grade, you just follow that on over and pretty easy. Another good thing is you pick up, you don't use your right stick once you get to that midway point, and then you just drag it in instead of, because usually what you do is you pull up too quickly and then you ramp it up and you gotta keep going back. But once you get right there, pick up, and then it usually works out pretty well. And if when you flat bucket and you can't see, you just, I practiced without, you know, scooping any dirt, and you just ever so slowly roll your bucket in, and it's all about speed. And then you can, once you get used to it and you know the speed of the machine where it likes it, you can do it without, you know, seeing the cutting edge. Every machine's different, obviously, but that also, because a lot of times when you're going in to the bank where you can't see it, you end up digging a hole because you can't, it's hard to feel and see. This way just kind of helps negate that a little bit. I'm gonna check grade, and I'm probably gonna let him catch up a little bit, and I'll give you guys an update in a little bit. Just cleaning up here. Well, that's the finished basement. Part of the addition, we got dig footer still. Scott is loading the last load out today. That's all within probably half an inch. Just good enough for the basement. The stone on top of it, of course. Footers are all perfect. Good stuff. I'm gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching.